Well, hi everybody. Oi, pessoal. Hola a todos. Hold on a second. I need to fix. There we go. Boom. That's better. Well, how is everybody? Bouncing between screens here like this. It's good to see you all. Lucas. Boa tarde, boa noite, né? São umas 20 horas por aí. Well, I'm going to do some work in Latin. And you can see that I've got picta dicta up. Picta dicta is sort of a Duolingo of Latin, sort of a visual reinforcer. Minimum of English. Opa, Wellington, tudo bem? And as part of the class I'll be taking at the Ancient Language Institute. Carson, what is it? Hello. Are you surprised to see me on Facebook, Carson? Is that the deal? So I see that my chat is not showing up in a fabulous way. What's the quality, by the way, of my stream like? Because I'm at my in-laws' place in the middle of Montana, and I sure hope that my internet connection can handle this. So I would love to see how this is. This is a trilingual stream, right? I will respond to you in the language, and really quadrilingual, because I'm going to be studying Latin. So we'll see. But yeah, come, go, speak, lurk, whatever pleases thee. No, just intimidated by 3 languages. Right on. Great. Okay, good. I'm glad it's streaming well. So one of the things I haven't really worked out because I'm traveling, right? So I'm in Red Lodge, Montana. Beautiful Red Lodge, Montana. Let me actually see if I can give you guys a view of the creek I am near. Let's see here. Excuse that. There you go. Look at that. I'm just enjoying a little time away from home. Got the family here, of course. What's the 4th language? So, oh man, my chat. So, everyone being able to see the different platforms. This is on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. But for whatever reason, it's not showing up in the chat box. So you guys can't see what the guys on the other platforms are seeing. It's a big bummer. Hey, Daniel. Yeah, so the 4th language is Latin. Right? I'm not going to speak to you in Latin because this is the one I'll be learning. But yeah. Quatro idiomas. Quatro linguagens. Yeah, it's a good spot to be for sure. And I definitely have to be using the suppression filter because this river is loud. This creek is loud. Hey, desert, welcome. Portuguese, Carson. See, Carson, like we know each other and yet we don't know each other because that's the thing about me. I am Brazilian. So it looks like only. Hey, 30 Day, what's up? Looks like only the Twitch comments are showing up on my screen, which doesn't do people much good if they're on other platforms. So let me see if I can quickly resolve that before we get into the Latin. Yeah, Carson, I'm a secret Brazilian. What do you think of that? 30 Day, how are you? Desert, how are you doing? All right. Anyone else having trouble hearing? It seems like people are interacting okay with the sound, but I have messed a bit with sound because I'm near this river, this loud river. Okay, well, let's do a little unit. as you wish to hang around. You will be welcome. The volume's a bit low. Yes, okay, I've just maxed it out now. And it's probably just the suppression filter, which I can change a little bit, but it actually is quite loud here in real life. Desert, I am well. Glad to be able to say that Cookie is going to be finished for the summer a week from today. Awesome. Cookie is a teacher. Lots and lots of teachers in this stream. Ricardo Garcia, what is up, my dude? ¿Cómo le va? Long time. ¿Cómo anda el basketball? 30 day. I have you about 58 on my comp speakers. Okay. Yeah. Hopefully we can get by. Well, pleased to see everyone here. So what I'm going to do now is crank a bit of Latin, guys. So I'm going to do some spelling. Okay, so this is review. It's kind of like Duolingo. I'm just going to do this for a little while and interact with you guys. You know, I wonder if I have a shortcut to be able to see all of your comments, since my platform's only showing the one to you guys. Just getting on my phone here. Alas, I don't think that's going to work. Okay. Well, I can at least have my Twitch comments up nice and visible. But he just kept right on, strumming my pain with his fingers. He was living my life with his songs. Killing me softly with his sounds. All right. Hello, Warren, what is up? Nice to see you. Desert says, I am having a good day today. Just added some more fish to both of my aquariums. Boom. Victory. You are Dominus Piscis. I hope that's right. Someone who actually speaks Latin can tell me that. Oh. And one of my robots just reminded me that I should fill my pipe before I say that Dominus is the word for master, owner, lord. Warren, how are you? Ricardo? Salve, amicus. Salve, Danielus. Disco lingua latinae, sed intellego paucus. There you go. Truly beginner. It's funny, like, I mean, because of the Romance language stuff, I'm able to understand way more than I deserve. But to actually make things, Okay, so I'm smoking today. Jackknife. And this is a GLP's tobacco. And normally it comes in this cake, but I've gotten the ready rubbed because I am lazy. I am willing to sacrifice flavor for convenience, and now you guys know what kind of man I am. Classical pronunciation, much better than ecclesiastical. Yeah, I agree. And actually, that's something I would really welcome. Bonsoir, Daniel. I would welcome comments on pronunciation. Ubi stare, Daniel? In Florida? Question mark? All right, here we go. All right, so master, owner, lord. Well, let me expand this. It does not, yeah, there we go. That's prettier. What was it? Master, owner, lord, right? So Dominus. Oh. Mother, mom. Genetrix, mama. Mamma mia. Mater. Maid servant, maid. This, I just learned this word. And it was exciting because one of my favorite words to use in English is ancillary. And I had no idea that ancillary comes from the idea that the ancillary idea or the ancillary project or the ancillary word is serving the principal one. I learned that because maidservant is anquila. How about that, boys and girls? Anquila. Warren says, I've told you this before, but I wouldn't mind hearing either of the real pronunciations from the pulpit instead of Americanized Caesars. Oh, yeah, we had the whole conversation about Kaiser. The remaining, the rest, keteri, et keteri. What number? How many? Quote. A servant or slave, servus. Family, house, the staff of slaves alone. That would be familia. Father, dad, progenitor. What's up, father, dad, progenitor? Are you my pater familias? Mistress, lady. Is it bad that even though I have already taken this lesson, when I read the word mistress, I thought of an illicit mistress and not the feminine of master? Murat, what is up? So familia was only used for slaves. No, it was used for family or for a domestic staff that was made up only of slaves. So you use familia for that, but the main meaning was a genetic family, a biological family. Daughter, nata, born. Filia. Children, progeny, brood, spawn! My spawn. Libri. 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 I gotta get that Eve really short. Libri. A title. Titulus. Book, scroll, volume. Liber. Liber. Yours. Tuus. It's hard for me to remember tuus instead of teus. Feminine who? Ancient, old, and antiquus. Ooh. My mind belonging to me. See, this is, yeah, okay, so it is meus. It's meus, but tuus. Meus. What persons? Who? Qui. And then quis is the singular. Girl, lass, puella. New, recent, modern, novus. Leave for sheep, pagina. So this is picta dicta, Murat. You call your staff a family. Yeah, it's kind of creepy. I mean, it was a slave society. This is called Picta Dicta. It's a way of learning Latin, and it's one of the tools I get taking a class at the Ancient Language Institute. Belonging to whom? Cuyos, very much like Portuguese. Son, filhos, boy, lad, puer. Who? Quis. Quis. Okay. Chris, hello. How are you? Marcus, this is fun. Glad to hear it. So the way I'm having to do it, just because I only have my laptop, I'm on a trip. I'm on semi-vacation. So I only have my laptop. I don't have as many monitors as I'd like, so I can only see the Twitch comments as they come in. So then after I finish each module, I'll be checking on everybody. Chris Kirby, is this the Papist language? It is! I am eager to learn the Papist language. Take it back for the rest of us, you know? And one of my hopes is that, so the guys behind ALI very much treat Latin like a living language. So I want to be able to speak Latin. And that's one of the things that actually always kind of kept me away from truly studying Latin, was the idea that it would just remain in books. But I've been convinced it needn't. You would call your staff a family, right? Boa tarde, Fred. Bem-vindo. Como vão os brasileiros? Tudo bem por aí? Já está de noite, espero que as suas jantas foram ótimas. Se estão fumando cachimbo, boa fumaça para vocês. Warren, I don't find it... Okay, so Warren says, Murat, that's a class he's doing. Yep. The title of it is Under the Face Cam. Boom. There you go. I didn't find it creepy to call his staff a family. Not sure. Well, you know, it is if they're slaves. And I understand that it usually wasn't chattel slavery in the Roman Empire. I understand that post-Enlightenment man has an odd definition of what slavery is. But the fact is, the Roman Empire was a third slaves when Christ came. But Warren continues. I'm not sure it was in the Roman Empire, but in America, slaves weren't considered as an extension of the family. Yeah, I mean, and domestic staff of any kind. But ultimately, extensions, not true family, right? And that has to be acknowledged. Murat, glad you're enjoying it. Chris as well. Fred. Tudo bem anoitecendo em Porto Alegre, 12 graus. Tá chegando aquele friozinho, hein? Chá de pêssego, com arapiraca no fornilho. Dude, that sounds excellent. Arapiraca is a native and very strong Brazilian tobacco. I say native, you know, it's been in Brazil for a long time. Boa noite, Felipe. Bem-vindo. So as always, my streams are in English, Spanish, and Portuguese, depending on the comments people make. And of course today, Latin as well. All right, so let's get this bad boy cracking, huh? Let's get into that next. Wasn't Christ technically a slave? The Israelites were legally enslaved under the Roman system. No. I don't think Christ was technically a slave. Technically a slave of whom? I'm not sure what you mean by that. No, see, yeah, I mean, you're using any kind of authority or sovereignty that someone might have as slavery. The Israelites were not legally enslaved under the Roman system. But even if that's the case, Jesus came to set the captives free. So if Jesus had been a slave, it would have been as something to be overcome. Artemis! Dropping the Prime subscription. Thank you. I don't know why the alert didn't go off, but thank you for 6 months. My dude. Very good of you. Pleased to have you in here. And Artemis is a mainstay in our Discord. If you're watching from Twitch, !Discord. Join the Discord, join the conversation. Artemis, I'm going to be in Louisiana soon. I need to message you. Jesus was a carpenter, right? Yes, so skilled tradesmen were well above slaves, like way above slaves, fully in the middle class. I promise I'm going to get to the next chapter, guys. Márcio, salve de Novo Hamburgo. Acabei de chegar de linha nova, estava numa cervejaria artesanal. Fumei Dalberto tomando um belo sol. Guys, living the good life. Aquele sol, aquela cerveja. Dalberto sempre bom. Chris Kirby, I dropped my Prime when you were offline. I need to set a calendar reminder when it expires. Chris, I appreciate it, man. No worries. It's no worries. Artemis, as long as you pop on here at least once a month, I can remember to resub. Yeah. I appreciate you, dude. I'm not the most faithful streamer. Warren says, potentially Murat, his father was. I like living in New Orleans. It's so close to the United States. Yeah, dude. I mean, just a few miles. All right, muy bien. Let's hit that next chapter. So I have these lessons I can do here, but I'm going to do the vocabulary builder. I'm going to keep doing the Duolingo style thing. Lexical, how exciting. All right, go. In this exercise, you will be required to supply extra lexical information for nouns and adjectives. Oh, I'm not sure I'm ready for this. Decimus Titus, da Emilia. Libri, librorum, masculine, plural. Okay. Okay. I'm not sure what's being asked for, honestly. Let's see. Liber, libri. Masculine, which I think is masculino in Latin. I don't know, though. Okay. Liber, libri. Masculino. Puer, pueri. Puer, pueri. Masculino. Liberi, libri, libri. Man, that's hard to cut that E short. Libri, liberorum. Masculine and plural. Puer, pueri. Masculine. They're really breaking me in gently. Liber, libri. Masculino. Okay. Filia, filiabus is the dative ablative plural, I guess is what it's saying. There's filia, filiae, feminine. Dative ablative plural would be filiabus. Okay, got it. Filiabus. Mater, matris. That's where the word matrix comes from. Well, actually not from mother, but from womb. Mater, matris, feminine. Lucius et Gaius. Pater, patris, masculine. It must be masculino, yeah? Desert, you would have trouble recognizing New Mexico right now. Have you seen any reports about the weather we are having? No, I have not. Do tell me more, please. So I know a couple of my Facebook viewers have actually studied Latin. How do you say masculine and feminine in Latin? Is it masculino and femenino? Please let me know. Or anyone who has Google Translate and wants to go check it out. Yeah, Desert. Let's hear more. Oops. Let's hear more about New Mexico. I keep having to adjust the screen size because I'm on my laptop. Gaius, Cornelia, Mater Matris, feminine. Lucius Gaius, Pater Patris, masculino. You know, this is one of my challenges in taking this class. I'm just familiar with so much Latin vocabulary because of a lifetime of just, you know, speaking Romance languages, of reading, of dabbling in Latin in college. But there are immense holes. So I need to do this, even though I look at this vocabulary and I immediately recognize it and know what it means. Filia, filiae, feminino. The dative ablative is filiabus. Hey. So Desert says, we have gotten around 1/2 to 1 inch of rain a day for the last week, and that's a lot because of southern New Mexico. Over 5.5 in the last 2 months. A hailstorm took out farm across several areas of the state from Albuquerque all the way down here. Wow. Pray for New Mexico. Lord, have mercy. Meteor asks, I'm smoking the Penzance. I am not. I am smoking the Jackknife. Is it the Jackknife plug? It's the Jackknife ready rubbed. Daniel, I have holes in French grammar. Yeah. That's how I am with French. So for you, speaking would be, so like if someone were learning French and they had achieved your level of vocabulary and recognition and comprehension, they'd be able to speak better than you can, I assume is what you're saying. Because you have these holes, you're not able to project. But you know, when you operate it up. Most people comprehend far more than they can speak. Most learners, right? But then you, because of your unique experience, that gap sounds like it'd be bigger. A flood would be good timing given the month we're in. Wow. Getting prophetic up in here. All right. Well, I need a lesson that's going to use some of the fun illustrations that this program uses. Because it really does have some fun illustrations. All right. New words. That should do it. All right, here we go. Some new words, y'all. Murat. Joffrey, what is your biggest reason to learn Latin? Is it for personal knowledge or something else? Yeah, mostly personal knowledge. I've been getting to know one of the founders of the Ancient Language Institute a little bit. And I really like how he thinks pedagogically, like how he thinks about teaching. You may or may not know, but my background is as a language teacher. I think we've talked about that in the Discord. I really like his approach. And so honestly, so he's not going to be my teacher for this class, but it's his company. I'm interested to see how they teach this class. So that's part of the reason, honestly. And then I do want to learn Latin. And then given this world of classical Christian education that I'm moving into, I am interested in potentially, down the road, becoming a Latin teacher. So yes, personal growth, personal interest, but now you know specifically what personal growth and what personal interest. All right. Let's get cranking on some new words here. This is an introduction to new vocabulary words. To make the most out of this exercise, take a few moments practicing pronunciation of the word and its context sentence. You may click on the word to hear pronounced as many times as you like. This is a good little app. Picta dicta. Skyna. Skyna. Do you guys hear the computer audio all right? I might turn it up a little bit. Skyna, skynai. Skyna, skynai. The structure itself upon which a play is conducted. Okay. Stage, scene. Persona. Amphitrio persona in skyna est. Skyna est. Amphitrio persona in skynae. Skynae. Skyna. Amphitrio persona in skyna est. Persona, a mask, but usually meaning the character under the mask. Persona non grata est. Laetus, laeta, laetum, in uplifted spirits, happy, joyful, in high spirits. Puer laetus est, iratus, puer iratus est, desiring revenge in return for injury. Okay, so it's much more specific than our generic ire. Angry, irate, wrathful, enraged, iratus. Probus, found to meet someone's standard. What's the word? Maybe it's a Portuguese word I think of, but I think that there's a Latin, an English word for upright that starts with this root. But I can't think of it. Approved of and honorable. Improbus, improbus, titus improbus est, found to not meet standards. Improbus, improba, improbum. Iratus. There we go. Puer iratus est. So one of the cool things is that I can do this on my keyboard. So you can actually select the letters. Like I said, I'm on my laptop because I'm on a trip. So I'm not using, I don't have a mouse jacked in. I'm just using the pad. So I can just use the keyboard. The word was iratus, right? Puer iratus est. It was improbus. Dang nabbit. Talking to chat. Man, imagine if I played video games while streaming. I would handle that very poorly because just talking to you guys in the middle of a little lesson. Oh man, what a schmuck am I? All right, back to the grind. Probus, Gaius probus est. Gaius vir probus est. Laetus. Puer laetus est. Scaina. Ecce scaina. Oh, no audio on that one. Persona. Amphitrio persona in scaina est. Amphitrio persona in scaina est. Improbus. Titus improbus est. Cantat. Cantat. So a conjugated verb here. They're upping it. Cantat. Femina cantat. Canto cantare. To make music with a voice, to sing with an instrument, to play. Oh, interesting. So to make music, to sing or to play. I'll have to see that in a sentence. Ostium. A means of entering a place, an entrance, a door of a river or cave, a mouth. Huh. I feel like I've run into that word. Like, isn't the word hostel from ostium? Isn't ostium also a word for a tavern? Which could make sense, right? Because we have the expression like a hole in the wall. Any of my Latin experts around? Next on Joffrey the Giant and his way to unlock the golden sniper skin on Modern Warfare. Oh yeah, baby, that's me. Hey, look out for drops. Yeah, I think ostium was a synonym for tavern. Like hole in the wall. I wonder if that's true. Pulsat. Vir ostium pulsat. To strike, usually with a hand or foot. To knock. Okay. Pulsat. And then I wonder how you say wrist in Latin. Plorat. To cry. That's funny. Huh. Because that's... Isn't pluvium rain? Huh. Alright. To show distress with wailing. To weep and cry. Plorat. Ploro. Plorare. Plorat. Ridet. Vir ridet. To laugh. To call out. Voco vocare. Puer lidiam vocat. Plorat. Femina plorat. Vocat. Puer lidiam vocat. Cantat. This is the example I'm looking for. Hey, Willy Wonka. Thanks for the follow. Welcome to the Brute Squad. Oh, let's see here. Vocat. No, it wasn't Vocat. It wasn't Plorat. Oh, no. I don't remember the word now. All it took was a wee little follow, Willy Wonka, to derail me. Yo! It has been forever. I'm glad you're here, my dude. Cantat. Femina cantat. That's what we're looking for. Yeah, so I'm studying a little Latin this summer. I'm going to do an 8-week intensive that starts next week. So I'm kind of preparing for that. Ostium, the hole in the wall. Che ostium. Read it. We read it. Pulsat. Vir ostium pulsat. The man knocks upon the door. Vir ostium pulsat. Interrogat. Interrogat. Titum Gaium interrogat. Integorare. To ask a question of, to ask question, interrogate. Okay, interrogat. Respondet. Gaius interrogat, Titus respondet. Respondeo, respondere, responsi, responsum. Dormit. Puer dormit. To sleep. Verberat. Vir puerum verberat. To deliver repeated blow. Man, I wonder if that touches on the word vertebrae at all. Man. Definitely reverberate. To deliver repeated blows, to beat, spank, whip. Venit. Vir venit. Venio, venire, veniventum. To come nearer, to come, approach. Okay. I'll let that settle in the old brain for a moment. Austin! Estoy muy bien, Austin. ¿Cómo estás tú? Man, good to see you. Long time no talk. Hope you're well. Dude, I was I'm coaching high school rugby now. I was talking to somebody, and he was talking about Lander Rugby. Like, he had been working with someone, it was a USA Rugby scout. And he had been talking to folks over at Lander. I guess they kind of restarted the program. Hope you're well, my dude. Tell me what's going on in your life. So everyone who's not watching on Twitch, just a reminder, I can see the Twitch comments immediately, but because I'm just on my little laptop, extenuating circumstances, I have to come back after the module and look at the other comments. Rafael. And as always, I stream in the languages that people comment in. Rafael, se eu soubesse que teria live do gigante, não estaria sentido Finamore. Sorry. Cara, eu perdoo. Eu vou imaginar que você está fumando um belo tabaco irlandês ou inglês ou alemão, tá? Willy Wonka, it's your old teammate Austin. Well, big Austin. Ah! Okay, so you're on both platforms. Dude. Wow. Lander is a varsity program that can actually get scholarships and whatnot. That's awesome. That's so good. Still in Greenwood. Nice. Yeah, we left, so in 2015, we left the upstate for Brazil. And then after a couple of years, went back to the upstate for just a year. We're in Idaho now. Actually, at this very moment, I'm in Montana. All right, let's get cracking on this Latin vocab. Dormit. Puer dormit. Dang, that's a big change. It is a big change, yeah. But my eldest, Renata, who graduated from high school, dude, how about that? Where are you at in your life? It's been a long time. She was actually born in Moscow, Idaho, so we moved back. But we're certainly not from this area. Respondet. Gaius interrogat, Titus respondet. Interrogat, interrogat, Titus respondet. Venit. I think that's the road drawing. The man comes. Vir venit. Okay. Verberat. Vir puerum verberat. Verberat. Interrogat. Titus Gaium interrogat. Did I say Gaius? Or Gaium? I hope I said Gaium. That's the accusative, right, guys? Is that how that works? So, I don't actually understand the ablative, so I'm going to have to go back and study the ablative. But I think here, he's targeting Gaius with a question, so it goes accusative. Please correct me. Complete. Did they not give me a grade for new words? Nope. Just a complete. The old pass-fail. Vir venit. Yeah, Sarah. Hi. So I'm streaming to multiple platforms. And unfortunately, I can't see the YouTube comments right away. So when I finish the modules, I'll go back and check them. Why learn Latin? Are you asking why for yourself or why I'm doing it? So I'm a language teacher, and I'd like to be able to start teaching Latin. My biggest background is in teaching English as a second language, but I also teach Spanish and Portuguese. I've always enjoyed Latin, but in particular, I met a guy whose approach to Latin is to teach it as a living language, and I interviewed him for my podcast, discussed some really interesting stuff. And I want to see how his school, so the Ancient Language Institute, they're sponsoring this stream. I managed to wiggle my way into a sponsorship. I want to see how they teach their classes. I want to learn a little bit from them on their pedagogy. So why you should teach, to why you should learn Latin. The argument from utility is unsatisfying. So I would argue from beauty and from history. If you want to read original sources, if you want to just learn a beautiful language, that it's not dead yet, study Latin. But study it like a living language. Latin is like, like pastors go to seminary and they'll study Koine Greek. They don't speak Greek. They're basically just taught to use a dictionary and taught about cases, Same thing happens with ancient Hebrew and Attic Greek and a lot of the ancient classical languages. Latin, of course. So I'm not interested in learning a language that way. I want to learn it to speak it. But Sarah, I think you're new, so I would absolutely love to hear a little bit about you, how you found the stream. Austin, it's been really good seeing you, dude, or quote unquote seeing you. And I'm glad you have a Twitch account. See a little more of me this way. All right, I think I'm going to want to continue doing some of the vocabulary builder. But let's see what some of these next lessons are. A lesson on gender, a lesson on adjective matching. Yeah, I don't want you guys to have to sit through lectures. That could be fun actually on another stream, but not for today. So I'm going to go to the next one. Marcium, the standard language of the Vatican. That's true, my papist friend. Very, very true. I'm not going to be living in Vatican City anytime soon. All right, time to pour a little more of my cherry liqueur, vodka, and soda water mix. I had been mixing it with heavy cream, which is why the glass looks like this. Salud. All right. In this game, you will see the context. Latin word best fits the context. Okay. Wir venit. Puer dormit. Puer iratus est. Iratus. So I'm not sure why that's nominative, to be quite frank. I just haven't studied enough languages with cases. So our adjectives just going to kind of default as adjectives are going to match the noun they're describing. Puer is nominative. So iratus is nominative. Hey, Sevson, what's up, dude? Nice to see you. Ecce ostium. Ecce ostium. Puer laetum est. Laetus. Puer laetus est. Titus improbus est. Improbus. Puer Lydium vocat. Vocat. Puer Lydium vocat. Boom. Gaius probus est. What a good boy. Ecce scaina. No audio. Ecce scaina. Titus Gaium interrogat. Interrogat. Vir puerum verberat. Verberat. Amphitrio. Amphitrio persona in scaina est. Persona. Vir ridet. Ridet. Gaius interrogat. Titus respondet. I get the stress wrong on that every time. Interrogat. Double consonant. Vir ostium pulsat. So Austin says, I'm not sure if you asked anything, but if you did, I'm sorry, I'm still at work. Hey, no worries. Lurk away, my dude. I just trying to, nose more into your life. Asking for more info, what you're up to and all that. Sebson, thanks, Joffrey. I am fine. How are you? I'm well, man. It's having a pleasant afternoon by the creek. This is where I am. In Montana. Enjoying the sunshine. Femina cantat. Femina plorat. You know those feminae. They are always cantans and plorans. Is that the gerund? I don't really know. Oh! Talking trash and I got nailed. Distracted. Oh. I ended up playing rugby for Lander for about 7 years. Nice, dude. I had heard that, actually. Working at a gun shop down here. It's been about 5 years. Nice. Murat. Joffrey, did you immigrate to America or were you born there? And if you have immigrated, how did you learn English? I was born in Brazil. My dad's Brazilian. My mom's American. So we didn't really immigrate. We moved to Canada, actually, first and then the States. But I was born as a citizen, and our language at home in Brazil was English. My parents were very strict about that. We had to speak English in the house or we'd get a whack upside the head. Wow, looks great. Yeah, dude, it's so nice. So I grew up speaking both languages. And these days, having spent most of my life in the United States, English is my best language for sure. Femina plorat. I think that was the last one. Oh, I didn't get 100, and I should have. Sarah Peridot, the smoke pipe is very interesting. Oh, thank you. We ran it por dorm. See, you're participating live, Sarah, but unfortunately only on Twitch am I able to interact real time. I'm sorry. But I love that you're getting into it. The illustrations are funny. Yeah, it's called Picta Dicta. And I don't know if you've ever dabbled in Latin on Duolingo, but it's trash. I mean, I appreciate certain volunteers put something up there, but it's trash. So Picta Dicta is pretty awesome. And it's one of the tools I'm getting for this course I'm taking. Márcio, depois de meses, hoje bebi algo alcoólico. Cara, o que houve? Deus abençoe aí. Proveito. How late, Mag, have you been on Twitch? Are you asking how long I've been on Twitch? I've been streaming extremely sporadically for about a year. More than that, actually. I think my longest subs are like 16 months now. From the old guard. But I don't stream as regularly as I'd like. But yeah, guys, I encourage you guys to check out Picta Dicta. And actually, Picta Dicta is made by a professor who lives in my town. And it's published by the sister company of the company I work for. I work for an online education company. And they're good guys over there. Sarah was commenting she likes the illustrations. They've really done a good job. Meteor misses my cigar YouTubes. Yeah. There's no tobacco shop in my town, alas. Not that we need that for the cigar YouTubes, but you know. Sebson's been following for 18 months. There you go. So a year and a half, Willie. I'm going to take a moment before doing the next thing. Keep up with chat a little bit. No tobacco shop in Russia. Give it time. I'm actually in Moscow, Idaho. I don't qualify that enough. But yeah, the Lord is making all things new. Amen. Dat post bill, baby. The leaf will become more and more available and less regulated. Smoke cigars to lead the Reformation. Yeah, man. So if you're a Twitch regular, Willie, definitely include me in your pit stops. You know, when you see me pop up in your notifications, because like I said, I am quite irregular. And then I've got my Discord as well. You can join my Discord. Let me put the link up for you. There you go. Willie, I'd love to have you join my Discord. Good conversations in there. The automatic message comes in right after. Yeah, it's a good time. I enjoy Twitch as well. It's actually one of the ways I get my language fix. I listen to Brazilian streamers, Spanish language streamers. Meteor, I haven't moved it into the house yet. So we moved everything out of the apartment, but the house wasn't ready yet. Put it all in storage. Came to Montana. And then I'm going to drive back this Sunday, and on Monday be moving ourselves into the house. It's a bit of a bear. And then on Wednesday, I have to travel again. Kind of crazy. We are friendly in the Discord, aren't we, Desert? Not necessarily your usual situation. All right, let's hit the next one. Vamos nessa. All right, spelling, stems. I'd like to do stems, but it looks like, yeah, it won't let me skip. So I guess I'll do the spelling next. Heck of a week. Heck yeah, it is. Desert. The next month you get to see me and my family. Because you're coming up, right? Not because I'm coming down. I was thinking about that again today. Because I'm going to get out to San Antonio. And I was just kind of peeking over at your neck of the woods, but not going to happen. But yeah, you're going to be up in Idaho way. Let me go grab something. I'll be right back. I'm actually keeping track of the Twitch comments on my phone. I can't let my phone die. Yes, we're going to be in Idaho. 5th, 11th of July. I need to put that on my calendar this very day. What do Gigantics do? They talk about language and culture and ridiculous memes and food and whatever they want to. Sefton, I thought you were in the Discord. Alright, let's hit this thing, eh? Let's spell in Latin. Oops. Alright. You'll be asked to spell a proper Latin word that goes in the blank. Remember that hearing, typing, and speaking the same word will help you remember it. Alright, so let's be oral about this. Good, honorable, well-behaved, acceptable, approved of. So probus. Probus. Cantare. I think they're going to want cantat. Hey, it's Sarah Dot. Over from YouTube onto Twitch. Sweet. You'll be able to do this live with me. Thanks for the follow. See, if I had read that, I would have thought they're going to want the infinitive, but they haven't taught infinitives yet. To ask, question, interrogate. Interrogat. 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 Yay! Sarah Dot's here. To beat, whip, spank. Kaidit, kudit. Verberat. 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 I keep wanting to do the infinitive. Hey, okay, so Murat says, Joffrey, is the giant nickname you have given to you by a group of friends or by yourself? I don't remember how it started. It was over 10 years ago. I had started a YouTube channel for my bookstore because I used to own a bookstore, and that was going well. I had a video that went pretty viral. For a couple of years, if you Googled how to smoke a pipe, my face was the first thing you saw. That was a while ago. Anyway, I was creating all this content that had nothing to do with my bookstore. I think I was talking to people. I think it was my idea, though, ultimately. And it's not that much of a stretch. You know, Joffrey the Giant, of course, alliterates. But I am 6'9", 2 meters, 5 centimeters. So I am, in fact, a giant. So yeah, probably a combination. I think mostly myself, but in the context of a group of friends. To sleep, dormit, dormit. Mass character, persona. To weep, cry, and wail. Plorat. Flet, lacrimat. Lacrimat? Lacrimat, lacrimat, lacrimat. Sarah, do you know? So actually, the mod who usually messes with that isn't here today. So I was actually smoking Jackknife Ready Rubbed from GLP's. Burley Flake was the last smoke. Renacius, lacrimare. Yeah, it's actually going to be plorare, Renacius. I'm just trying to get the stress. Is it lacrimat or lacrimat? That's what I'm not sure about. But the answer is going to be plorat. And they're not asking for infinitives. Wirluget. I found out that I might be below 5'8". Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's pretty average. Although that can be tough for a man. Are Belgians tall? The Murat lives in Belgium. Are Belgians tall like the Dutch? Or are they more normal sized? Alright, so plorat. Renacius, how are you, man? Good to see you. Lacrimat. Okay. That's what I would say. And I know you're Brazilian, Renacius. So as a Brazilian, I want to say lacrimat. I'm just not sure what the rule is. Because I know that there's a penultimate syllable stress rule in Latin. But I'm not sure how it works. Yeah, so maybe the conjugation ending is excluded from that. Plorat. Stage scene, Skyna. Skyna. Angry, irate, iratus. According to my teachers, yeah. Your teachers may have Brazilian accents, though. That's the thing. I mean, I've seen so many Latin teachers here in the States, you know, like with deep Tennessee accents, and it's just hard to listen to them. I'll be honest. I mean, everyone's, you know, speaking as they can, but I think it's particularly easy when you already speak a Romance language to really fall into pronouncing it like that. In college, you know, I did dabble in Latin a little bit 20 years ago. My professor said I had the best accent she had ever heard. I think that was mostly, so you know, I don't think it was my stresses. I think it was mostly the fact that I was able to speak as if I was talking, as if I were talking. Because I just spoke it like I was speaking Portuguese. But that's got to leave some gaps. 6 foot is the average height for men in Belgium. Wow, so Belgians are tall. An entrance, a door, ostium. Ostium. To knock, to hit, pulsare. Renacius, do you know how to say wrist? Thank you, Sarah. Iratus, yes. Do you know how to say wrist in Latin? Is it pulsus? Pulsum? Pulsat. To come, approach, draw near. Accedit, 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 appropinquat, advenit, pervenit, venire, venit. bad, unacceptable, dishonorable. Improbus, improbus, improbus. To answer, respond, reply, respondet, respondit, respondet, respondit. Renacius, advenit, yeah. Advenit would have worked. That would have worked. I got to stick with the verbs that they're teaching. How are you, Joffrey? Says Renacius. Nice to be here. The rule involves the penultimate syllable being a long vowel or having two consonants. In those cases, that's where the stress goes. Okay, so that's another thing. Like, how do I know when it's a long vowel? In other cases, such as lacrimat, no long vowel, no extra consonants in the proper place. The accent is on lacrimat. Okay. And that makes sense, that the two consonants, that creates a natural stress. It makes sense to me. But so here's the next question to you then, if you know how to answer this. How do I know when there's a long vowel in place? Because so many books or apps, including this one, do not denote the long vowel. Murat? In my friend group, we have a guy that's 6'7". Yeah. So he's the Joffrey of your group. We nicknamed him Uzun Book. Long shit. We have strange names for each other. The giant turd. My friend, the giant turd. I don't even know what I'm looking at now. Dang nabbit. What was it? Oh. Wait. Okay, so I floated it out there for help. Then I moved on. What is the verb that we're asking for? So I did improbus, and then respondet or respondit. I'm gonna say respondet. Respondet. Yes. Yeah, Sarah. So Murat is a Turk living in Belgium, which I'm sure he's about to tell you. To call, name, summon, appellat, nominat, arcesit, vocat. To laugh, mock, scorn, ridere, ridet. Happy, joyful, in high spirits, laetus. Laetus. Woo! Victory! Sarah, you're Egyptian. That's cool. But you live in Turkey. How did that happen? And I have to ask, how did you find my stream? Lightus is a great word. I agree. And as an English speaker, it sounds light, right? Lightus, light-hearted. I don't know. But I agree. I think it's a great word. Renacius. I also don't know how to identify a long vowel. Usually it's through listening to the teacher's pronunciation. Okay. All right. Fair enough, my dude. Fair enough. I found your stream via YouTube notification. Cool. Like through a recommendation? Murat, and is the government treating you all right? Oh, yeah. The immigrant's life in Turkey is a little spicy right now. I found your channel ages ago. I like the Christian content. Sarah, I'm so glad to hear that. That's amazing. What a pleasure to have you here. Oh, Creek! Ooh, I'm going to leave that 100% right up there for a little bit. Chill. Look at the beautiful scenery for a moment. Put my hand in front of the camera. Let you guys share in the beautiful scenery. Isn't that pleasant? Erdogan is a great guy as long as you don't talk about him. True of most light-end dictators. I was searching, says Renacius, for pipes and tobacco. Your viewpoints in the USA kept me interested. Cool. So my stuff on pipes and tobacco didn't keep you interested. Cheers, brother. That's a beautiful red color, particularly when the sun hits it. He lolls, but he doesn't deny it. No, I'm glad to have everybody here. It's pretty satisfying to be able to turn on my webcam and do something like this, have a little company. It's not the most efficient way of working, but it is a very fun way of working, that's for sure. If my phone can charge up well enough, maybe I can end the day by doing a little mobile stream, going for a little walk around town. Sarah, you should join our Discord. I don't know if you've ever used Discord. It's a chat platform like WhatsApp. And we talk about a lot of pretty fun stuff, including talking about food, which I assume Meraki is a food. Let me I'll put the Discord link up. If you don't want to join, that's absolutely, of course, great and fine, and you're always welcome in the stream. If you'd like to come in and just join our little, it's like joining a WhatsApp group, then you can click on that link and you're invited. Sweet. Perfect. Wonderful. All right, let's hit that next unit, boys and girls. No, I haven't drunk raki. Is it alcoholic? Be honest, Murat. You know it's a drink, though. Serbet is good. Is serbet like... Because I know we got our word sorbet. We got both of those words from Farsi. So if I had to guess, serbet is that the case? Sherbet. Raki is the Turkish vodka, but the nice thing about it is you don't feel it. If you say so, friend. If you say so. Renacius, I love the tobacco reviews. Maybe in the future I'll buy some of the best ones you reviewed, since they're so expensive here. Yeah. I mean, I've had people ask me to start a tobacco business, I've had lots of Brazilians ask me that too, because some companies won't even ship to Brazil because of the way customs hits their customers. Pretty rough. 40% alcohol. Yeah, that's not bad. That's pretty normal. So it's not a kick in the teeth. Hey, Cardboard Live. Welcome, Cardboard. Glad you're here. Welcome to the Brute Squad. So it's about to get back to that next unit. Let's hit that next unit. It's a lovely idea. Yeah, everybody likes the idea, but I would be the one to have to manage it. E olha, tá difícil, cara, essa coisa com o real e o dólar. O último ano, cara, muito difícil. Eu tenho 2 alunos atualmente, 2 alunos brasileiros que fazem aula comigo em inglês. Cara, eu tô cobrando entre 25 e 30 dólares. Mas assim, cara, isso é muito, né? Você pensa nesse valor em reais, difícil, dificílimo, não é? Enfim. Pretty tough. All right. Let's do it. Murat, they also sell 60% to 80% if you know the right places. Wow. Yeah, so is it one of those things where, do you know what a moonshiner is, Murat? A moonshiner, he makes alcohol at night by the moonshine. He makes alcohol illegally in secret. And in the southeast of the United States, especially, there is a great tradition of moonshining. And many people make liquor in their homes. And they call it moonshine. So it sounds like Rocky is something of a moonshine for Turks. If you know the right place to find that 80% juice. All right. Let's get down to stems. Okay, this is the one I was looking forward to doing. Some more verbs. I need verbs. I don't even know how to say I speak. But Renacius, I'll bet, knows how to say I speak. Renacius, yeah, but 100 reais is about what some fancy teacher here charges. You're not native, though. I guess your price sounds fair. Yeah, I mean, I know it's fair. It's just that exchange is rough. It prices a lot of people out of my range. And honestly, like, $25 for an hour of class is like my very bottom minimum. I wouldn't give that rate to an American. You know, so I'm adjusting. And of course, anyone who can afford that is pretty well off in Brazil. But yeah, I mean, this the exchange rate, man, it's difficult. And the reason that touches the tobacco, you know, is that I would probably, I mean, I'd be selling it for the same price these other companies are. I have no doubt of it. Moonshine, yeah. It's kind of a poetic name, isn't it? All right, stems. In this exercise, type only the stem for the given verb. For weak I stem, IO verbs, use parentheses around the I. See, okay, there must be a lesson I was supposed to take. Capítulo 3. Capítulos 3. Yeah. I'm just going to go for it. I haven't studied this. I'm just going to go for it. They also make homemade raki in the mountains, and if they do not know what they are doing, they go blind because of it. Yes, that happens here in the United States too. Yeah. Yeah. The dangers of the moonshine life. Benedixis. Gratia tibiago. Dormit. Dorm? Is this what they want? Okay. Okay. So the way the stems are working, because it's dormire. If this were Spanish, I would have first, second, third conjugation. AR, ER, IR. I would take off the AR, the ER, or the IR. But apparently I only take off the RE here. Okay. Venit. So I have to put veni. Okay. Dormi. What the heck? That was the whole unit? What on earth just happened? Oh, man. They just wanted to teach me one little concept. And instead of writing out the concept, they made me do an exercise to learn it. Kudos to them, because I have learned it. But I had to figure it out. Like, how many, I don't know. If I were 10, would I have figured that out? I don't know. I guess I would have. Desert. Sounds like my kin in Appalachia. Exactly. Exactly. So Murat, the Appalachians are the mountains, the hills in the east of the United States, and that's where moonshining happens. Unbelievable. And that's 67%. So ugly. All right, let's do some new words. Ka 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 ka. Ka 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 ka. New words. Introduction to new words. Make the most of it. Click on the word to hear it pronounced as many times as you like. Say the proper sentence aloud as you choose. Speaking aloud helps the memory. All right, let's go. Let's rock and roll. Sacus. Eke sacus. A large container made of coarse. Oh, they misspelled coarse. Oh, snap. I am going to do a little screen cap and send it to them. Excuse me for a moment as I store this screen cap. They misspelt course. All right, back to business. Sacus. Desert. Part of my family has had a still back in the Smoky since the 1770s. Wow. Murat. And when pure, it's clear, but once you pour water in it, it gets a white color. Oh, that's interesting. Huh. Sacus. Vacuus. The bag is empty. That has nothing in it or on it, empty, bare. Sacus vacuus est. Saculus. All right, so saculus parvus sacus est. A saculus is a small bag. So ulus is a diminutive. A small bag or sack, pouch, purse. Habet. Claudius saculum habet non Gaius. Claudius saculum habet non Gaius. Claudius has a bag, but Gaius does not, or Gaius does not. The possession of a thing, habeo habere. Pecunia. Pecunia in saculo est. Pecunia, pecunia, wealth in any form. Pecuniary. Nomus. Nomus parva pecunia est. A standard weight of precious metal with an official seal, a coin, cash. Saculus. Baggy bag. Sacus. What was the question? I guess saculum was what I was saying. Saculus. Saculus. Habet. Claudius saculum habet non Gaius. Geronumismática, palavra famosíssima e corriqueira. Legal. Numismática. Cara, eu não conhecia essa palavra. Claudius saculum habet non Gaius. Sacus. Ecce sacus. No. Pecunia. Filthy lucre. Pecunia in saculo est. Vacuus. Sacus vacuus est. Nomus. Nomus parva pecunia est. Mensa. Ecce mensa. A flat piece of furniture for putting things on. A table, counter. Mensa. Baculum. All right. So a staff. Baculum. Vir baculum habet. Nullus vir numum habet. None of the men have a coin. Nulla pecunia, no money. Nulli viri, no men, none of the men. So not including any or none or no. To take up one's possession, to pick up, to take, to get. Sumit. Sum it up. Sumit. Ponit. Vir librum ponit. Suum. Vir nomum suum habet. Why am I learning Latin? I want to learn how to speak it. I already speak Spanish and Portuguese. I admit that it's a bit of a cheat because it's easy, but I'd like to learn to be able to read some ancient texts. But I'd also like to be able to say I speak Latin. So I ran into this Ancient Language Institute, the guys sponsoring the stream. I interviewed one of the founders for my podcast, and I was really impressed with his pedagogical approach. So I want to learn to speak Latin. I want to learn to teach Latin, and we very much agree in our philosophies of how to teach language. And although he's not going to be my teacher, but it's his company, I want to see how they implement that philosophy. So part of this, honestly, it's not just to learn Latin, it's to see how the Ancient Language Institute does what they do. And to kind of take some of that for myself, since I am a teacher. Ain't gonna lie, that's the truth. Baculum, a staff. Vir baculum habet. Okay, I can't do that. My V's can sound a bit like B's, but my B's can't sound like V's in Latin. Vir baculum habet. Nullus, none. Nullus, nullus, nullus. Nullus vir numum habet. So Sarah, how did you pick up whatever Latin you picked up? So an Egyptian Christian in Turkey. Why do you have a little bit of Latin? I'm very curious. Mensa. Ecce mensa. Ponit. Yeah, that's a long vowel, and there's no mark on there. Ponit. Ponit. Vir librum ponit. Sumit. Sumit, sumit, sumit. Vir librum sumit. Wow. To be away. To be absent. Abest. Absum, abesse, abfui, abfuturum. Ab. Aulus adest. So if I break this down, aulus here is. Gaius, there is. So is not here. Well, I converted. I'm not Christian. Well, I converted. I have Muslim family. Well, what do you mean you converted? So you say you enjoyed my Christian content. That made me think you're a Christian. So sorry if that was mistaken. So are you still a Muslim? You're not still a Muslim, but your family is. That in itself is quite difficult, right? But then you're not a Christian. So what did you convert into? Or did you convert into Islam? See, so you can see I am quite confused, and I am looking forward to your response. Salutat. Manius serrium salutat. To give a greeting. Salutat. Accusat. To make a charge against someone. Claro. Adest. To be present, to be here. The way we broke that down. Tacet. To make no noise, to be silent. Tacit, right? That word. Imperat. So to give an order, yeah. Accusat. Spurius aulum accusat. That's kind of funny, right? It's a spurious accusation. Last month I converted to Christianity, so I'm still on the way. Wow. Wow. Praise God. And so much on the way that you say I'm not Christian because your identity is still a little mixed. So here's a question. Are you baptized? And I praise God. I'm glad. I get it though. Like still on the way. I understand. It's a process. I don't know any Latin just from this live stream. Oh, okay. Nice. Salutat. Manius serrium salutat. Abest. Aulus adest, Gaius abest. Imperat. Dominus imperat. That's got to be the strongest sentence possible in Latin. I know, right? Not baptized yet. Okay. Well, I hope you have a community that you can find. Someone who can baptize you. And, some folks who can take care of you. And that you can live your new life with. What part of Turkey do you live in, if I may ask? Very generally. Don't tell me specifically. Don't tell me a city, but like, I'm very curious. Are you in a metropolis? Are you in Western Turkey? Like, I had a friend who spent years in Turkey, and he lived near the border with Georgia, and he absolutely loved it. Just loved it. Tacit. Tacit. Silent. Oh! That was me fat fingering it. Tacit. That was the last one, I think. Puertacit. Dang nabbit. Okay. Adest. Aulus adest. To show. See. I thought paratus meant prepared. Paret. Pareo, parere. To show obedience, to obey, acquiesce, comply. Paret. Serius paret. Oh, shoot. I missed it. See, I don't know what's happening with my fingers. Quir timet, timeo danao et dona ferentes. Pardon me. Timeo danao et dona ferentes. I fear Greeks, even giving gifts. Timeo timere, timeo timere, timeo danao et dona ferentes. Timet with fear. Paret. Servus paret, and I've forgotten what paret means already. Esto, mi domine. Discedit. He has learned? Wait a second. Did I miss something while I was talking to you guys? I don't think I did. Well, it's Q. Disco is to learn. Then I must have missed something. Neither am I baptized yet, however, that will come. So we have two converted or almost converted Muslims in the stream. Fascinating to me. God is good. Dominus imperat, servus paret. Obey. Okay, thank you. Salve, Kidagis. Games Mike. Games Mike. What's up, dude? I am just, let's see, disco lingua latinae. Et intellego paucus. There you go. So I'm just starting next week I start an intensive 8-week course, and I'm preparing for that. Glad you're popping into the stream, my dude. Puer discedit. So I'm using Picta Dicta, which is a sort of Duolingo for Latin. Better than what Duolingo has to offer. Timid. We're timid. Timeo now et dona ferentes. Complete. Huzzah! Oh goodness, oh goodness. Renacius, una discimus. So what, we learn one? Baptized and not religious here. Well, you got the sign. You know, you can find the life later. Meanwhile, I'm glad you're here in the stream, my dude. All right. So, Games, how'd you find the thing? Or am I a recommended view for you? Let's get a view of the creek a little bit while I sip on my vodka and cherry liqueur. Gorgeous. Renacius. I believe una means at the same time together. Like in unisono. Claro. So unisono in English is unison. We have the word unison. Una discimus. That makes sense. Okay. And you know, that actually explains, I know this is embarrassing, but one of the American mottos is E pluribus unum. So I always thought it was out of many one, and that probably is the main translation given. But that would be more textured if unus actually means like united, you know? Or together. Through the Duolingo category. Yeah, it's kind of cheating that I did that, but I didn't want to put just chatting, you know? And this app is a lot like Duolingo. The only little Latin I know, says Murat, is Veni, Vidi, Vici. You know that because we were talking about asterisks the other day, right? I mean, that's where I learned half of my Latin sayings was from the asterix comics in my youth. Uderzo and Goscinny are actually from Belgium, where Murat lives. Uderzo and Goscinny were the creative powerhouses behind Obelix and Asterix and Getafix. Games Mike. That's on Twitch for not making a language learning category. Exactly. You get me, dude. Renacius. If memory doesn't fail me, una is a fixed expression, doesn't decline. Decline, yeah. In English, we say decline. Okay. Well, then either it's a different word in that American motto, or you're wrong. And I'm not going to look up which is which. I'll just bear that in mind for the future. So in that case, e pluribus unum could actually mean out of many one. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I see what you're saying as far as so una, well, but can numbers be used as adjectives? In which case they'd have to match gender, right? I mean, maybe I'm taking too much for granted. I am such a beginner, and it's so frustrating because I have so much vocabulary because of Spanish and Portuguese, but I am such a beginner. Do adjectives match gender in Latin? I mean, I'm just making these assumptions. Mike, are you learning any languages? You must, if you're hovering around Duolingo. I hit Polyglottopus's stream. Did I say that right? Polyglottopus's, yeah, stream occasionally. Haven't in a while, but all the languages. Okay. So journeyman of many, master of none. I can't believe I'm blanking on that expression. How did that expression go? Jack of all trades, master of none. Yeah, I mean, I've got a little bit of that going, but I am. So I'm native in English and Portuguese and near native in Spanish, which means that I am a dabbler in the other Romance languages. But I do want to learn to speak Latin for real. I tried Russian for a couple of months. That was absolutely brutal and kicked my ass. And I was surprised at how much the alphabet threw me. I mean, I was able to read it fine, but I was surprised at how much not being able to glance at a word and immediately apprehend its sounds slowed me down, really bogged me down. Yeah, hey, new respect, you know? But yeah, Russian grammar, what a doozy. And there was like worse to come. Renacius, oh, I was timed out for saying a Latin word. Oh man, that's funny. I didn't see that pop up. Sorry about that. Murat, I want to learn Ottoman, to be honest. Okay, well, hold on. You speak Turkish. I want to learn Ottoman. What is that? Is that a more old-fashioned Turkish? Is that an Istanbul Turkish? What is Ottoman? Because like in Spanish, we might say Castilian, because that's the language spoken in the part of Spain called Castile. But that's actually the Spanish that was taken over into all of the Americas. And we say, so my mother used to call it Castilian, because she grew up in Peru. But I think hers was the last generation to call it Castilian. After that, I think because of TV and because of Mexican TV, it just became more and more popular just to say Español. But Castellano was the name of that kind of Spanish for a long time. So is Ottoman something like that? Games Mike, learning Spanish, but not really learning it actively at the moment. Oh, nice. Well, I'm a Spanish teacher. Renacius, like Marcus una... Oh. Now I know the word that got you timed out. Marcus una cum Julia Romam it. So before I read the rest of the comment, I'm trying to translate that. Marcus with Julia. So Marcus went to Rome together with Julia. Do you know what that means? That's the censored word. Yeah. Cum. Essa palavra em inglês quer dizer. Eu acho que bem, quer dizer semente masculino, né? Semente do macho. Parvus puer, parva puella. So adjectives do have to follow nouns. Okay, good. Ancient Turkish. How ancient is ancient? Because the Ottomans have only been around, I mean, I say only, but, we're talking 1,000 years. I mean, before that, they were the Turks. They were not the Ottomans. Please feel free to pillory and correct me. When the Arabic language was used. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, it matched, but I just realized that the adjectives matched nouns in Latin. But then I suddenly realized I hadn't actually formally learned that. I had just been assuming it. All right. Let's hit that next lesson. Let's. Oh, joy. Recognize. So this is going to be review, I assume. I would say from the Sulchuklu period until the mid-1500s. Okay. And then, alas, the fall of Constantinople. I love you, my mustachioed friend, but I am still sad about the fall of Constantinople. Recognize. In this game, you will see the picture in context and choose what Latin word best fits the context. Aulus, Gaius, Aulus adest, Gaius abest. Abest, abest, abest. Spurius aulum accusat. 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 Okay, hold on a second. How can the stress be after that double C? I don't trust that. Accusat. That is what I said. It's what I wanted to say. Not sure. Sacus vacus est. Vacus. Vir timet. Meteor. John, do you like wine? I'm a bit of a wine nerd. And I don't know a lot of Reformed people that are deep into it. I like wine. I like wine very much. I do not qualify as a wine nerd. My dad was very much an enophile. So I know what I like, but I've never had the budget to truly become an enophile. If we were to sit together and drink wine, I could converse with you with some knowledge and much joy. But I'm not able to attain nerd status. Okay. Voca filium meum, call my son. Dominus imperat. Imperat? Imperat. Imperat. Mm-hmm. Muy bien, vamos. Vir baculum habet. Baculum. Serrus. Esto mi domine. So is esto this very thing? Is that what that means? 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 Is that what All right, serus acedit. No, I think it's another verb. I remember that the verb for obey that they introduced I didn't like. There were other verbs I wanted to use, and now I can't think of it. Dang nabbit. But maybe the joy of multiple choice. Paret. Serus paret. Serus paret. I've never heard of this. Okay. All right, Meteor. Get a grip. Control yourself. Oh, man. I know you're just pulling my leg, but I have to post something. Oh, goodness gracious. And I love that I was in the middle of the lesson and you posted that bit of trollage and you were just eagerly, like you were just drumming your fingers together in the knowledge that you had ambushed me. Jafar the Giant. So Murat says, Ataturk wanted to make the Hagia Sophia a church again, however, ministers and civilians stopped it. Well, that's centuries of Muslim tradition and Muslim pride in that conquest. Interesting. I know, Meteor, that you're just messing with me. I couldn't help myself though. I had to type it out to purge myself. It's like Arrested Development, right? The character whose name I forget now, who was he was a combination of an analyst and a therapist, right? An analrapist. And then when you saw it on his business card, well, guess what it said? You know what I'm talking about. An enophile is one who loves wine, but we use it to be one who knows a lot about wine through love. So there's another word, which I am blanking on now, for someone who is in service and knows a lot about wine. And that word is, boop, 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 sommelier, right? A sommelier. A sommelier is someone who knows a lot about wine, but from the aspect of service. An enophile is a collector, a lover, a bibber of wine. And Meteor just enjoyed the grenade that he tossed into my chat. No big deal. All right. Paret. Nullus vir nomum habet. Nullus. I don't know what a podophile is. We have bibliophile. Hey, Mariano. Welcome, dude. We have bibliophiles. We have enophiles. A podophile, that sounds to me like a lover of feet. And I don't think we should talk about lovers of feet. Oh, someone who loves feet. There's Renacius. They also have master sommeliers too, which are the elites. The elite servants. From podos, foot. Murat, I'm not used to good words ending with file. Murat, everybody loves, as you know. And that's what makes good or evil, right? Everybody loves. Hitler loved. Hitler loved bad things. That made him evil. Everybody loves. So it just depends on what's before the word file, right? But I get it. I get it. A bevier of wine. Ew. Ew, a wine bibber. A wine bibber, as Jesus was accused of being a wine bibber by the Pharisees. Mariano, glad to have you here, my dude. All right, let us continue. Vir nomum. I guess it's supposed to say that he has his own coin. Vir nomum suum temet, habet. Habet, suum. Parva pecunia est. Nomum parva pecunia est. Few money is. Nomos. What does the sentence mean? The coin is worth little money. Is that what that means? Numum parva or numus parva pecunia est. So to me that says, I say to me, obviously it says a specific thing. My interpretation of that with what I know now is the coin is worth little money. But I would love to have someone add to that. Bevier, one who bevs. Exactly, dude. Let us all beeve away. But you can see that, if you remember that V's and B's are interchangeable across Western European languages, then a bibber is a bever. Murat. Then what do you call a person that loves food? A foodophile. Because sure as hell he's not a dietist. No, you're right. I mean, you could, so in English we can just throw anything in front of file and it works. But I don't know what a foodophile would be correctly. Because really, although we do put Latin words in front of file sometimes, file is Greek. So I don't know what a foodophile would be. A lover of eating would be a phagophile. So a lover of eating would be a phagophile. Or you could just call them a foodie, as Mariano perspicaciously points out. Mariano, what is your story, my dude? Have I seen you in here before? One coin is little money. Yeah, I guess that's kind of what I said. What did I say? I said the coin is little money. Yeah, is worth little money or whatever. Yeah. Claudius Saculum habet, non Gaius. Apparently the H is supposed to be aspirated pretty softly in Latin. I do aspirate my H's rather strongly, especially when I'm making an English H sound, but in a Latin language, like a Spanish J or a Brazilian RR. I really throat it out. And so I want to say habet, 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 habet. That's tough. Aulus, oh man, I can't believe I forgot this. Aulus ad est. Ad est. Gaius ab est. Ad est. Puer tacens. Tacet. Renacius. Sorry, there's a delay. I'm trying to figure it out as well. Ah! Ekesacus. Ekesacus. Saculum parrus sacus est. A little bag is a little bag. Oh man, but that makes sense in Latin. Saculum parrus sacus est. That is true. Ecce mensa. Ecce mensa. Pecunia in saculo est. Oh! Wrong key. Dang nab. Manius serium vocat? Salutat. Puer discedit. I remember that the slides at puer discedit. I don't remember what discedit means. I would have thought it meant learnt. Vir librum ponet. Ponit. Ponit. Ponit with an I. Ponit. Vir librum sumit. Pecunia in saculo est. This time I'm going to press the right key. Ta-da! To exit. So what is that? Discedere? Because discere is to learn, right? Disco. Help me, Renacius, help me. Excellent. I have been judged to be excellent. And none of you all can dispute that. Joffrey the Giant's stream. 4 stars. Excellent. Leave a review on Yelp. Discedere. Discedere. And then wait, is that the infinitive for to exit? Discere. Aha! Yeah, okay. So that is what I thought. Once you said those to exit, that is what I thought. So discedere is to exit. Discere is to learn. I wonder if there's a connection. What would be a connection between exiting and learning? I guess maybe you're taking? That's interesting. Well, let's see if anyone on YouTube or Facebook has been commenting. This is basically turned into a Twitch stream. Hey, it's Jaden on YouTube. Oh gosh, I recognize all this stuff from my Latin classes a few years ago, but I totally forgot what it all means. LOL and alas. Jaden, I have an amazing course designed for us, for you really, with all these books that I've read that have to do with user experience and space and the internet, and I'm very, very excited about it. I don't know if your parents have talked to you about it, but I'm very excited about it. So there you go. Yeah, so YouTube and Facebook folks, I'm not seeing your comments until after I finish each module. I'm only able to keep up with the Twitch comments live as we go. Discedere, discere. Okay, well, I am out of any sort of liquid, hydrating liquids or otherwise. But my battery is pretty much full on. So you know what this means, y'all? This means that I am going to go only to Twitch. So Jaden, if you want to keep watching, head on over to Twitch. I'm going to go only to Twitch, and I'm going to do a mobile stream, and we're going to go for a walk. We're going to get to know Red Lodge for as long as the battery lasts. I'm not going to take my portable battery. So, you know, whatever time we get together is the time we get together, and it will be beautiful. I really appreciate. Let's go smoke a cigar, man. Let's go smoke a cigar, Marcelo. Well, I'll load up my pipe and we'll go for a walk. Marcelo, what city are you in, man? Yeah, my mom's been telling me about it, says Jaden. It sounds really cool. Yeah, it should be pretty cool. I can send you the syllabus so you have an idea of the books. The course is actually going to start out with a couple of novels. But yeah, guys, we're going to go for a mobile stream. So let's get that ready to rock over here. Those who are about to rock salute you. Go live, select a platform, Twitch, Joffrey the Giant, and let's just say walking through Red Lodge. How pleasant.